call him the QAnon stream again and ask him about Dr. Disrespect? Oh, Jesus.
Basketball fan, anybody that's that, if they remember the comment Bob Knight made years back, it's probably been 25 or 30 years. I think Derek may be shaking his head. He says, if you're going to be raped, you might as well lay back and enjoy it. So I would put this sort of in that kind of context. And man, I'm telling you what, you can imagine.
How the hell wait, what? These guys just, so maybe Trainwrecks was right, dude. This extremist political commentary has gotten out of control. Right-wing extremism on the Twitch.tv platform is just completely out of control, I think.
Imagine that still today would be pretty controversial. You can imagine what that was like back in the day when he said it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, sometimes people say dumb things, and then you wonder what are they really trying to say.
Sonny, you say we got a caller on deck?
We sure do. Derek just needs to bring him up.
What? Okay, I believe it when I hear it.
Paul, welcome to Your Voice, Your Call. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing great. It's nice to talk to you. I called in last week. It's nice to talk to you guys again.
Yes, well, Paul, you see what happens when I'm not.
This dude, yo, Paul, I feel like your voice gets more conservative as you talk to them. I don't know if they noticed that, but I feel like you sound a little bit more like this now.
Not out in the boonies. We get stuff to work right around here.
That's wonderful. You got it going pretty quick.
Yeah, you got it going pretty quick.
Paul, glad you're calling in.
Yeah, I'm doing great. I saw that you guys had issues with your YouTube channel, and I've been paying attention a lot to all these streaming websites shutting down conservatives. I'm worried they're going to come for you guys next.
You talking about the show in general or the whole 24/7?
Well, I was just talking more about, these like YouTube and Twitch and Mixer. They're all, cracking down on conservatives. I don't know if you guys heard this, but they recently banned the president on Twitch.
Yeah, Paul, the question that you raise is one that I can say is, if not the top concern with the upper brass, well, so to say, at Patriot Soapbox. That is why, and I don't know how many shows you watch or are able to listen to, but that's why we are so, I wouldn't say strict, but try to do things, unfortunately, by the context that YouTube has laid out, just for that specific reason. They're basically saying, if we're doing things the way that their policies are laid out, we're not giving them a reason to give us a community strike or take us down like your concern is.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. But I know you guys share a lot of truth with your listeners. But it's kind of, you guys aren't. There's some pretty big broadcasters out there that have been shut down recently. Like there's this guy on Twitch. I don't know if you heard of him, named Dr. Disrespect. He's probably one of the most red-pilled streamers there was. He was on his stream talking about 5G, talking about the plandemic, and even talking about David Icke, and they shut him down.
Well, and there are times too, and I want to take this question.
I want to take this question because it's obviously a serious one, and honestly, this is very important. So I'm going to take the 5G coronavirus question.
That in the past, it could potentially have been my crappy internet. If you've been here as long as I have, and I've well documented that I have either been kicked off or went robotic, and again, that could be my internet too. I'm not going to say one way or the other which one it was.
Bitch, if ISPs are yeeting people for speaking the truth, I'm literally the biggest truth teller on the planet, dog. Like, what is he talking about? I mean, like, this is so insane, dude. It's like you have two options here. Either your ISP is hyper focusing on you, a 12-person Andy, okay, a 12-person Andy for speaking, any number of different truth-telling things that they're too hard to hear by libtard ears. Okay, he's a 1K Andy, whatever. I'm saying like back in the day when he was live streaming, I guess he had like, 12 people, or they have 1K on YouTube. Okay, so they're a 1K Andy on YouTube thinking like the ISPs are going to shut them down for saying things that they say on Fox News every night. Like, is that what he truly thinks? All right, let's keep going.
But we know, and Patriot Nation knows when we're over the target, because it's just weird things happen when certain topics are brought up. Maybe like the topic that has to do with China or something along those lines. So we know.
Wait, why did he say
what certain topics trigger people that follow the servers there at YouTube.
Yeah. One of the things that bothers me though is there are these liberals on these.
So yeah. So their idea is what? That YouTube servers are tracking every single person that goes live, including channels that have 1,000 fucking followers or 1,000 concurrent live viewers, and are throttling their speeds? Or are all of these awful companies largely overwhelmed and don't even care to do a good job of hosting you because they don't care, because they have functionally a monopoly or an oligopoly? I wonder which one it is. It's probably the first one, because it makes me feel special, because I'm a special person. I'm a special person. My ideas are special, and I'm the only one who has these ideas, and no one else has these ideas. So that's why YouTube is taking special notice of me. Me. I'm a special boy.
Sites, they get away with murder. Like, there are these people that make jokes about 9/11 and stuff, and they don't get banned, but then they knock off the really basic streamers like Trump and Dr. Disrespect. And,
fuck you, dude. I did get banned.
Born with a small head.
I literally got banned, Paul.
Taking steps against it.
Why do you think that we're on Periscope and other sites? Like I said, that's we always want to be 5 steps ahead, like the president is. But to address the first part of that statement about why is there one set of rules for liberals and then conservatives and everyone else has to live by a separate set of rules? You're not the only one that shares that frustration. Trust me on that. But until we can change the culture, and I have a shirt by Paul Joseph Watson from InfoWars. People may like him, people may don't. But just keep in mind and remember this: conservatism is going to be the new counterculture.
Look at how self-assured he is. Like my dude, who literally is just the Simpsons comic book nerd personified, both in his absolute psychotic way of advocating for right-wing conspiracy theories and also in physical appearance, is so assured that he is the counterculture. I just want to run that back again. Like, look at the way he says it. He's like, my friend Paul Joseph Watson said one time that conservatism is the new counterculture.
Until we can change the culture, and I have a shirt by Paul Joseph Watson from InfoWars. People may like him, people may don't. But just keep in mind and remember this: conservatism is going to be the new counterculture.
So the problem is, conservatism by definition can't be counterculture, because it revolves around the preservation of pre-existing tropes and pre-existing culture. So no matter how hard you go off, it's never going to be counterculture. Like, that's the reality. Now, I would even go so far as to say that neoliberal culture is not counterculture and doesn't really create anything good or memorable because of how conservative it is. Okay? Because of its complete sanitation over the human condition, degeneracy, and any number of different things that are responsible for good art. Any number of different human conditions that are responsible for good art. Like, every time we sanitize shit like that, we just create one more Nanette, and we create more TED Talk and TED Talk like content. That's pretty much what we're doing. So both neoliberalism and like liberal culture, and also this is by definition not counterculture because it revolves around the preservation of pre-existing culture.
Oh, absolutely. And I think you guys are on the forefront of that here.
Well, that's what we try to do. You know, a person did comment, said that they did take him down for a short while, but it was such a blatant issue, that they did put him right back up. And that they probably do that to try to give you a warning. But yeah, we want to stay on top of that. And what we do on Patriot Soapbox and on Your Voice and other independent is try to get out information that main, or as it's been deemed, mainstream media won't do.
Well, I really appreciate what you guys do here. You know, that's really what I want to talk about. I appreciate you guys taking the time with me again.
Hold on a second. Don't go, caller. You got to ask a question.
Oh, I won't leave then.
Oh my God, he's horny. He's like, I like you, caller. I like where your head's at. This guy's running for state house in Indiana. Hell yeah. I want this guy to run into my house, brother, and protect it. You know what I'm saying?
Ask me a really easy question. I want to look smart on this show.
Paul, ask John what his upcoming opponent in his Indiana House District race 97 in November. Ask him about his opponent.
Oh, well, I don't even know. How's this going to go? Let me know, please. Tell me.
All right, Paul, frame it this way. John, I hear that you're coming up. You have an election coming up in November. You want to tell us a little bit about the incumbent that you're going up against?
Hey, John, please tell me about this. I assume as a liberal you're running up against. I'm sure you got some dirt to spill about it.
Oh, well, do tell. This is a little trivia about my opponent, Justin Moad. I don't know if you all remember Anthony Weiner. I mean, does anybody remember him? Remember the texting he was doing? Well, my opponent was caught up in that. He was actually sexting and texting the same person.
Wait, what? There is no way. There is absolutely 0% chance that the fucking guy running for Indiana State House is like sexting the same person. Like, if he got caught sexting, that's one thing. I totally believe that. That is absolutely believable, okay? If he got caught sexting the same person, Sydney Leathers, it's true? No. Indiana State Rep apologized for saying, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm losing. This is the greatest story of all time. This is the greatest story of all time. Oh my God.
That was what, 2015? He did not have a challenger in the last two times. So that never came up. So there's my dirt. That's what I got on him.
Well, it's a good thing we got a patriot like you going against him then.
Yeah, we shall see on it. He basically is the House of Representatives, Indiana, is 67 Republican percent and 33 Democrat. We have 100 members in the House here in Indiana, and he basically just goes along with the Republicans. I mean, that's which is good, but he doesn't have a choice. And he also
we don't need any more rhinos. We need some true patriots in there.
Oh yeah, we need some less spending, less laws. We need some accountability. We need some transparency. All that stuff we need that we're not getting right now. It's my goal to be able to get the legislature and bring some basically law and order into the city of Indianapolis, because my whole entire district is pretty much downtown, which they burned and looted a few weeks ago.
You don't know, brother. Downtown Indianapolis is burned and looted. It's just reduced to rubble, brother. It's like Germany post World War II, brother. It is completely leveled. To sort of the southwest part of this county where I live. So it's all strictly, it's about 20%. Well, it's 2-1 Democrat over Republican, but there is about 20,000 swing voters. So I'm going to get a bunch of swings and go take them door to door and give everybody a swing. And that's how they're going to vote. They're going to vote for me then. Wait, what? His goal is to just punch everybody? I'm going to go and punch every constituent. I'm going to swing on them. I'm going to knock on their door. First, I'm going to swing on their door, and then I'm going to swing on them.
Plan.
Sounds good. I'm not in your district, but I'll be rooting for you.
Are you from Indy?
No, I'm from Georgia, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. It's like hotter than a firecracker down there right now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But we got some good, Q-minded folks coming in there in the Congress.
Q-minded.
Keep up the good work, Patriot.
Thanks for I would really do appreciate you guys taking the time for me.
And thanks for asking a question. I really feel like this is a real call-in show now.
Well, that's great.
Wait, what does patriot mean? Like, is that like a thing that I didn't even know about?
I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you.
Paul, thank you for calling in. Thank you for Sonny for helping you get set up here. Thank you for being a loyal listener, not only to your voice, your call, but the Patriot Soapbox. And don't be a stranger.
How are they unaware that, like, I mean, this is the second time we watched a clip of theirs. Like, how are they still unaware that Paul is like trolling them? I just, do they not care? Like, how? It's so, because we watch it. It's not like we're hiding it. You know what I mean?